Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda. This right here is a little bit of information about me. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. Before I get into the content, all I ask of you is please click the like button. Please subscribe, please enable notifications. That is your way of supporting our channel. Let's just jump right in. A Republican senator from Nebraska, Senator Ben Sasse, has proposed something that could, I say could, potentially be the best of both worlds. Now, what I'm about to tell you needs to become a bill that passes Congress and gets signed into law by the president. But what the Senator Ben Sasse is proposing is something very interesting. Let's show you this headline on your screen from Fox Business. Sasse pitches a signing bonus for workers on unemployment who get a job. So folks, unlike other Republicans in the states of Arkansas, in the states of Montana and South Carolina, who are basically saying we're not going to take the money that's given to us by the federal government because we want to encourage individuals to get back to work. What Ben Sasse is saying is, let's take 2 months of those benefits, let's repurpose that money, and let's provide it as a sign-on bonus to individuals who get a job. This is a very interesting idea. Let me know whether you agree or disagree with this idea in the comment section below. Again, other Republicans in other states like Montana, South Carolina, as well as Arkansas are essentially saying we are not going to take the money because folks, this federal law, the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, was designed to provide aid, including aid to state and local governments. But the state and local governments don't have to take the money. They can simply say, we're not going to take the money. And that is actually now starting to happen. But then Ben Sasse comes along and says, hey, I'm proposing a bill that repurposes this money and makes it a sign-on bonus. Now, keep in mind that, again, this has to become law. The states can't simply say, yeah, we're going to take the money, but we're going to do something different with it as opposed to what federal law intended. So states cannot do that until an amendment to the law gets signed by the president. But this is what Ben Sasse is proposing. And here's a quote from Ben Sasse. A year ago, we had vaccines. Presumably he's saying a year ago, before we had vaccines, expanded unemployment benefits started to pay more than work. The emergency need was real, but the emergency plan was flawed. And keep in mind that the April jobs report that was released last Friday showed that 266,000 new jobs were added. The expectation was that well over 1 million new jobs would be added. So therefore, a lot of Republicans are now nervous, thinking that people don't want to go back to work and they're incentivized to stay home. So Ben Sasse went on to say the emergency UI program is now penalizing individuals for not going back to work. And he says this, now as millions of Americans are getting vaccinated each day, we've got crummy jobs numbers. 7.4 million jobs are available, but fewer than 300,000 people returned to work last month. Now, let me know whether you agree or disagree with the assessment from Ben Sasse in the comment section below. I can tell you that individuals in travel, leisure, entertainment, and hospitality have been decimated the most. Individuals with a high school diploma or lower have been impacted the most. On the other hand, individuals in managerial positions, individuals with a bachelor's degree or higher, they're doing just fine. In fact, if anything, they're probably doing better than they were doing prior to the pandemic. So the big question is, should a sign-on bonus be instituted now that more and more Republican states are coming out in opposition to the $300 a week unemployment benefits, not just saying we don't like it, but actually saying we're not going to take the money and we are going to end the programs. Montana was the first state to announce, and I did break this information on our channel. I did break this news on our channel. Montana was the first state to announce that the $300 a week federal unemployment booster, as well as the pandemic unemployment assistance program, would be ending on June 27th in the state of Montana. And at the time I'm recording this video, other states like South Carolina and Arkansas have followed, and Arizona is also soon expected to follow. Now, what is interesting is that the White House seems unconcerned about all of this. Let's take a look at what the White House is saying. This is what President Biden said. Today, there is more evidence that our economy is moving in the right direction. And he said it is clear we have a long way to go. So the president seems unconcerned with last Friday's jobs report. And President Biden said this about last Friday's disappointing numbers. He said, you might think we should be disappointed, but he said the American Rescue Plan, which by the way was passed in the last week of March, was designed to help us over the course of a year, not 60 days. Let me know whether you agree or disagree with President Biden's assessment in the comment section below. In my opinion, there should be certain workers who should be offered back to work bonuses. But who should be offered a back to work bonus? Should it be everybody, or should it be only certain workers who have jobs available? Folks, the tricky part here, the gray area here, and keep in mind this is not a black and white situation. There are a lot of gray areas here. I don't believe the truth is black and white. I believe the truth hides in the shadows. The gray area here is what happens to those who've lost their jobs permanently. What happens to those whose positions have been eliminated by employers permanently? What happens to those whose employers have shut down because those businesses have essentially gone completely out of business? I'm talking small local businesses, a small diner, a local joint. What happens to individuals who've lost their jobs permanently? These individuals should be provided unemployment benefits, whereas every other individual who essentially has an opportunity to go back to their job or go back to a similar job should be offered a back to work bonus. In fact, some would argue, why even provide a back to work bonus? Let's all get back to work. Therefore, this is a gray area. One thing is for certain, Ben Sass's proposal, as well intentioned as it might be, is not going to address the fact that there are some of us who have lost our jobs permanently. Who helps those individuals? How can those individuals get the help they need? Because at the end of the day, I believe that help should go to those who need it the most. Not everyone needs the same degree of help. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree with the proposal from the Republican senator from Nebraska, Ben Sass, about repurposing the money, the alternative to the $300 a week unemployment booster, which is essentially a sign-on bonus? Do you agree or disagree with his position? And do you believe that that should be the direction of the remainder of the economic recovery? The truth is the economy is starting to recover, businesses are starting to reopen, but what about those who have lost their jobs permanently? At the same time, we want to discourage individuals from staying home if they can go back to work safely and their jobs have been offered to them. I really think this comes down to two things. Number one, are you getting your job back? And number two, is it safe for you to go back to your job? If the answer to both those questions is yes, then a case could be made, why should that person continue to receive unemployment benefits? But A, if you've lost your job permanently, and B, if it's not safe for you to go back to work, then an argument could be made that you should continue to receive unemployment benefits through the federal mandate of Labor Day this year. Let me know what you think about this. Ultimately, this comes down to two things. This comes down to the availability of your job, and B, it comes down to your personal safety. So again, this comes back to job availability, and it comes down to personal safety, because this is not, I repeat, a black and white area. This is a gray area. At the end of the day, I believe that we can move forward as a country if we take the best ideas from both the Republicans as well as the Democrats, because I do believe that there are well-meaning individuals on both sides. However, we are at the latter part of our economic recovery, and unfortunately, those who need help the most continue to be left behind, which is why we need a more definitive solution and not a one-size-fits-all approach as we get towards the reopening, as we get back towards life as we know it. Thank you so much for watching. Please click the like button. Please subscribe. Please enable notifications. My name again is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. This right here is a little bit of information about me. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. Also, please follow me on Twitter. This right here is my Twitter feed. You'll be able to follow along with all the breaking news stories that I read, that I retweet in real time. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please click the like button. Please subscribe. Please enable notifications. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.